All right, hello everyone. Tim Davis again, coming to you guys with another quick update. Early morning hours. I mean, really early morning hours on March 29th, 2023, well before markets think about opening. But woke up and then thought I would just take a stab look at futures and see what's going on with the VIX and the rest of the market. And it's something interesting setting up here. Want to point this out. So here's a 4-hour chart again. I told you guys to pay very, very close attention to the VIX and watch this range, because this range could be a telltale signal as to what we can see that could transpire at the drop of a hat within our overall markets. Now here's a range that the VIX, the shaded range is the range that the VIX had pounced upon above when we were trading to the lower end of this range, which was around between 18 to 19 bucks. And now it looks like so we were trading around this range at one point when we dropped below this shaded area, got down to about 18, 19 bucks, then the VIX finally jumped out of that range, above that range. So now this range is becoming an area of accumulation, or area of buildup. Either bulls will push price high out of this range, or bears will push price low out of this range for the range for the VIX. But look what's happening. Interesting. And we got above this range. We challenged this range a couple times. We challenged it here. Challenged it here. We challenged it here. Even went deep in the range and dropped below it here. And when this happened, this is what looked extremely interesting. When we went deep in this area here, we got a tip below it, well below 21 bucks, and the bulls fought back fiercely for the VIX and pushed right back above this range. When that happened, if you look down below at the full stochastics was in deep oversold territory when that happened. Okay. CCI also was in deep oversold territory when that happened. Look at the TTM squeeze. It was coming out of oversold territory. Look what's happening now. Same scenario. Huge bounce. The VIX starts to sell back off. Tried to rally here and fail. And now we're back at the bottom of this range. And look at the setup. Deep oversold territory. Looking at the TTM squeeze. Look at the full stochastics, and even more oversold territory. This is even more drastic. Deeply oversold. Deeply oversold. After a pullback. Wins percentage showing deep oversold territory. CCI showing deep oversold territory. This is 4-hour chart, folks, on this futures chart. It leads me to believe that we're probably about to find a bottom. VIX is too low. We're about to find a bottom somewhere around here with this VIX. In the meantime, we'll start to see the overall markets make a run, attempt to make a run while the VIX is trying to find a bottom. If the VIX futures continue to settle above 20 and settle around this level and hold support, after the markets finish getting their happy thrust, just be mindful of that, because if the markets get a nice little happy thrust this morning after the opening, we can see that evaporate quickly. So just be mindful of that. The markets could see a nice little rally between today and tomorrow. And if the VIX does not drop well below 20 and go back towards 18, then we could see another bounce like we did this time. Get rid of all this. You can see another gap up in the VIX out of this range. So that's something to pay close attention to. Watch out and just be careful, mindful of that. And that if this market continues to push higher, overall indices continue to push higher, and the VIX stays around this range, around the bottom of this range, because eventually see a gap up in the VIX out of this range like we did before, and shoot higher with VIX showing an oversold territory right now on this 4-hour chart. Just wanted to point that out real quick. And then for the heck of it, we'll take a real quick glance at the futures market of the Dow Jones for a very quick video. And here you see on this 4-hour chart of the Dow Jones futures, I'm trying to stretch this out so you guys can see what's happening. One thing I like to point out, I like to look at these indicators just to see what the indicators are showing, because they can start showing you things ahead of price action. So if we look closely here, the bulls are pressing on this range here. So the bulls are trying to challenge a move up here, which is around 3,300. And that is possible, that we could possibly see that. We got to see how it pans out. Right now, if you look at the Williams percentage, there is a lower high in the oscillators that is forming, lower high. So this was a high, and we're coming right up towards that high, but not yet as high as this one. So this could be like a divergent type of indication. The price action somewhere between this level, between where we are now and 3,300, could become muted and get rejected. So that's something to keep in mind and pay close attention to. So in other words, it's going to be an interesting trading day today, when markets start to open, and probably interesting the rest of this week if the VIX stays where it is. Because the S&P futures, same type of scenario. Right back up to the top of a range, and some showing overbought territory on this 4-hour chart, according to the full stochastic, Williams percentage and the CCI. Actually, we're hitting some oversold areas. With the with price action also trying to stall right around this 4,032. And if the bulls want to press price action, they could press it all the way up to this, where we got this big wick showing around 4,070, or between 4,007 4,075. So today could be a big push, could be a surprising push in the market, could be. But remember to keep your eye on VIX and the VIX futures. VIX futures definitely, because we're at the bottom of a range, oversold territory. And if it doesn't drop as price continues to try to press a bullish narrative, we'll see the VIX gap up somehow. All right, pay close attention to that, and let's see what happens. And enjoy the rest of your day, folks. I'll catch you guys later.